Now, you know it's been a busy week for the Blues when both Marcus Bean and Gareth Ainsworth have scored. One, a spectacularly stunning strike. The other, an overhead kick from the gaffer. Let's get on with it. Welcome along. My name's Dan. This is Bean with the Shot.
Bean with the shot!
On the way then, we'll take a trip to the training ground. We'll also get all the action from Sunday's celebrity match, including that stunning strike from the gaffer. And ahead of Saturday's crunch game with Southend United, we'll take a look at what happened last time we went to Rootsall. First, let's start with some football. Here's some highlights from the visits of both Portsmouth and Charlton to Adams Park.
High-flying Portsmouth were the first to arrive at Adams Park, fresh from their Checkatrade Trophy triumph against Sunderland 6 days earlier. Kenny Jackett's men started the better of the two sides, with Brett Pitman going close, before Jamal Lowe broke the deadlock, drilling home through a sea of bodies to make it 1-0. Wycombe went close to an equaliser, with Jason McCarthy's free kick being expertly denied by Pompey keeper Craig McGilvray, before the hosts lost Matt Bloomfield to injury, with Curtis Thompson taking his place. After the break, Pompey extended the lead when Pitman seized on a chance to race through on goal and convert past Ryan Alsop, but the Chairboys continued to look for a way back into the game. Their lifeline came when Nick Freeman poked the ball through for Marcus Bean to convert, and Wanderers fans began to believe they could complete the comeback. That was until Pitman restored the two-goal cushion with a sumptuous free kick. Bayo Akinfenwa and later Scott Cashkett came off the bench in a bid to lift the Blues, but McGilvray was there to deny them time and time again as the clock ran down. Cashkett did manage to halve the deficit with a fine strike from Akinfenwa's layoff, and Alex Samuel and Jason McCarthy both sent chances wide of the post before the Blues saw penalty appeals fall on deaf ears in the final minute, with Pompey running out narrow winners. Next up were Charlton, with just one defeat in 2019, visiting Adams Park on a night dedicated to supporting Time to Change Buckinghamshire and their efforts in stamping out the stigma around mental health. Igor Vetakili went close with an early effort, but the Addicts broke the deadlock following a fine cross from Josh Cullen, with Jason Pearce converting from close range. Alex Samuel was in the thick of the action after the interval, teeing up Scott Cashkett for a golden chance, which was blocked by the knee of Charlton keeper Dylan Phillips. And Wanderers then felt they could have had a penalty when Adebayo Akinfenwa saw a shot blocked en route to goal, but their appeals for a handball went unanswered. Akinfenwa was the target for a series of Chairboys attacks in the closing stages, with Phillips standing firm to preserve his clean sheet, and the Blues were left to reflect on another impressive performance, which sadly wasn't rewarded with the points they desperately craved.
Beam with a shot! Now, if you've even been on the internet in the last few days, you won't have moved for clips from Gareth Ainsworth's spectacular bicycle kick. It was a game filled with action though, so let's see all the best with the highlights from our celebrity match here at Adams Park.
Celebrity soccer returned to Adams Park for a second year, benefiting the Keep Moving Forward programme run by the Sports and Education Trust, benefiting local people combat their problems with mental health. Stars of stage and screen were joined by a more familiar face around these parts in Gareth Ainsworth for the game attended by 1,600 people, with opportunities coming thick and fast at both ends as goalkeeping ranged from the sublime to the ridiculous. F2 freestyler Jeremy Lynch was a star of the show, showing his skills in a different manner to usual. While Ainsworth was the Blues' main threat, creating chance after chance and conjuring up a magical goal which has been seen by hundreds of thousands of people across the globe since going viral. A frantic finale saw the match finish 5-4 to the Blues side, with Ainsworth collecting the Man of the Match award, though bizarrely not the Goal of the Game prize. But the real winner, of course, was the Sports and Education Trust, raising thousands of pounds to continue their excellent work in the local community.
With a shot! So, 5 games to go in the relegation dogfight in League One. This Saturday we've got a crunch tie away to Southend United. Now, last time we went to Roots Hall was back in 2015, when both clubs were at the other end of the table trying to get out of League Two. This is what happened.
Played out, long ball forward now. The run and it's the knockdown, and going to be chested down here. A real opportunity for Southend. It's a great save, but it's going to be headed in. And it's Barry Court who opens the scoring. The striker able to get to the rebound first, beating the defenders. And the former Exeter City man puts Southend United in front after just 14 minutes. Here's John Batty. For support, but doesn't need it, goes himself. But he's the ball towards the far post, and it's hit back across goal. This could go anywhere, and it's gone in. And it's the equaliser for Wycombe. Seemed to just hit Craig. It was smashed across the face of goal by Bloomfield, and it just hits the shin of Craig. It's tidily done. Can we see from Leonard? Gets the ball into the centre, and it's Barry Core again. Bags his second goal of the game, and Southend lead again. Fantastic work by Leonard. Here's John Batty. Two defenders facing him, but decides to play it with the outside of the boot. It's just kept in play. They'll recycle it. Ball is finally put in towards the far post, and there's the header, and there is the equaliser. It didn't look like it was coming. It was more that Southend have been threatening a winner, but Wycombe Wanderers have made it 2-2. And it is Mawson who has got them the goal.
Harry, for the past couple of months there's been a different person sat in that seat trying to explain this run of difficult form. Can you put your finger on just why it's not clicking for us at the moment?
I think I've been one of the ones that can't. I think we've been fantastic the last few weeks. I think we just haven't got what we deserved, you know, and sometimes that's football, you know. Sometimes you win games when you play badly and you lose games when you play well. So main thing is, as I said, we've got 5 games to go now. We just got to push as hard as we can and keep playing how we've been playing recently, and I'm sure the results will start coming.
I suppose that's the focus, isn't it? These 5 ahead of us. Can't do anything about the 12 behind us, but there've been some fantastic performances in that, haven't they? Yeah,
that's the thing. It's not like we've been playing badly. We've been playing well. We just haven't been getting the luck of the green sometimes, you know. So yeah, the boys are still positive, you know. Like we said, we've got 5 big games now. You know, we're playing the teams around us, so this is our perfect chance now to put some distance between us and teams below us. So yeah, we're looking forward to it, and with a bunch of boys we've got out there in the squad, I think there's no question that we can do it.
There's obviously been a lot of chopping and changing to the side over these last couple of months. I think we've seen you come on at left wing a couple of times off the bench, and now at left back. How are you finding it? Obviously you've been accustomed to being a right back previously, but you've had to play a few different roles this season.
You just whatever you can do to help the team, you know. I'm just happy playing, whether that's left midfield, left back, it don't matter, as long as you're on the pitch playing football. That's what we want to do, and that's what we love doing. So yeah, it's been alright. We're just getting in, and like I said, hopefully we can just start getting some wins on the board. That's the main thing now.
There's a lot of attention on this game at Southend. I think they haven't won for longer than Wycombe, so it's 2 sides, you know, sort of bang out form in terms of results, but performance-wise, I suppose that means we can take a lot of confidence into it.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be a big game. Both teams are going to be up for it, but I think I fancy what's in our dressing room more than theirs. So yeah, I think we've just got to do what we've done in the last couple of games, start well and put some pressure on them, and hopefully we could get that first goal and hopefully go on from there.
This time of season it's sort of a time for heroes. Last season proved it can be someone unlikely like Dominic Gape. Been a little while since we've seen your name on the score sheet, but how much would you love to score such a crucial goal and play your part in keeping the side in League One?
If I score any goal this season, I'm telling you now, I'm in the crowd, so I'm telling you this now. But yeah, like I said, if I can score a goal that helps, then fantastic, but I'd rather take a clean sheet and win 1-0 than me scoring the winner. So yeah, so we're just, like I said, we take it game by game, but like I said, it's a big game and we'll be ready for it, and hopefully we'll get that win.
Beam with a shot!
Right, Nick, you're the latest man in the hot seat, coming under fire from some supporter questions that we've picked up through Twitter. We're going to get straight stuck into it, going back to the start of your career then. And there's a question from Anthony Harding, who says, we know you came through at non-league, so talk us through your breakthrough into non-league football at first and how you first got started out.
I was in the academy at Histon, and at about 16, 17 I broke into the first team in the Conference North, and I started playing in the first team from young, so that's how I kind of broke onto the scene. And then as I got older I came more like in the team, more consistent, and then that's how I kind of got interest from other clubs, and then found my way to Histon, no, to Wycombe.
So Alan Cecil wants to know, what have been the main differences for you then, coming from obviously the part-time setup at Histon into life in League 2 and then League 1?
Oh, probably full-time, training every day, bigger stadiums, bigger crowds, the tactically training's better, just everything really just coming into one. It's just so much different. But at Histon we was a non-league team where we was quite professional, so that I've always been in a professional environment sort of thing.
Moving on to the next question then from Toby Large, going back to when you were growing up, who was your footballing idol?
Probably Henry, because I was an Arsenal supporter, and during that 2003-2004 Invincible season he was just unbelievable. I was only about 9, but he was just like my hero, and yeah, it was just incredible.
Harry Ware wants to know, who's your best mate from football at any club you've been at?
Well, my best friend actually got me into football. He was the one who got me into Histon, so I've got to thank him for that, for me breaking through. His name's Josh, so he's probably him.
Good man. Shannon Spicer would like to know, what advice would you give to any kids that want to make it professionally?
I think most importantly, to have fun playing your football. I think playing with a smile on your face and just having fun really. And if you aspire to want to get to the top, it's always, you've got to work hard. No matter what, you always got to work hard. Like, hard work always beats talent. So that's my advice.
Top man. Talking about aspirations there, Ben would like to know, what do you want to achieve in your footballing career?
I just want to play as high as possible, whatever level that may be, and I'll just worked so hard trying to get there. So whatever level that may be, what my plan is in life, just play as high as possible, and that's the aim.
Sam Rafferty says, who's the best player you've ever played with?
That's an easy one. It'll be Ebbs from QPR. Like, you lot would have only seen what he'd done in games, in training. You could just waltz past 5 players, and his awareness, his touch, it was just a pleasure to play with, really.
Richard Kyson would like to know, who would you compare your style of play to? Is there anyone you try and imitate when you're out on the pitch?
I haven't specifically thought of anyone I play like, but I've heard a couple shouts from a couple of the boys, and Waitsy, they said a Wobie for Arsenal, quite similar to me. So yeah, maybe a Wobie, even though I'm not a massive fan of a Wobie.
Changing tone slightly, Rebs wants to know, what music do you like listening to before a match?
Well, we have the playlist in the changing room, and at the moment Skip's on there, and I'm not going to lie, it's terrible. We need to get him off ASAP. But usually Jace has a playlist, got the R&B, got rap. That's what I like listening to, pump you up for a game. But yeah, we need to get Skip off there.
Mark Heath has asked, who's got the best and worst car in the car park?
Best car, probably Eves. He's got this 7 Series, it lights up, it's got a Batman sign on the back, all blacked out. And worst, I might have to give it to Paris. To be fair. He's not going to be happy with that, but I'll give it to Paris, yeah.
Okay. Alex would like to know, who's your roommate on away days?
Beanie. So that's been for 2 seasons now, it's been Beanie regardless, so yeah.
What's he like as a roommate?
Oh, he just sits there and watches movies all day and just has his headphones on, and he's always sleeping as well.
Jack Dennis would like to know, what do you eat before a match?
I usually have chicken, rice and veg before a game. I'll wake up, have porridge, and then later at about lunchtime I have chicken, rice and veg, so that's like my routine sort of thing.
And George would like to know, Messi or Ronaldo?
Oh, we have this debate all the time. It's clearly Messi for me. Don't even see the comparison. He's my idol, yeah.
Spot on. Jack Deasley would like to know, what's been your favourite moment in a Wycombe shirt?
Oh, by far promotion. Just getting promoted. The way we done it, and the scenario that stands out the most to me would be when we beat Carlisle and Beanie scored the winner. You just knew that was going to be our year, and just the way we done it, just a great bunch of lads. It was unbelievable.
Tom Hancock asks, what's the best goal you've ever scored for Wycombe or otherwise?
I might have to say the one against Barnet, because I kind of nicked it off the guy when I thought I was going nowhere, and I could have easily squared it and just smashed it, hit the bar and went in. That was probably one of my favourite goals, to be fair.
Colin would like to know, what is your most natural position? Because you seem to like playing anywhere in the front line.
Yeah, my favourite and preferred position is just in behind the strikers, like the number 10 position. But I've been playing wide for quite a few years, so that's obviously my most consistent position. But like my ideal position would be attacking midfielder sort of thing.
Thomas, the drummer, would like to know, there's two questions really. If you could have a chant about you, which one would you like? Because he'll make you one. But also, do you have any favourite chants for any of your teammates from the fans?
I like the favourite chants from other teammates.
From fans, yeah.
I like Scotty Cashget's one. That's quite of one you can get a hold of quite quickly. That's a good one. Chant for me, I haven't got one in specific, but I do want one because I don't hear a song, so you can make one up for me. I'd appreciate it.
Alright, we'll listen out for a new one then on Saturday, I'm sure. Tony Gravitt would like to know, which football icon, alive or not, would you like to sit down with and have a chat over a meal, and why? Yeah,
it would have to be Messi. He's my idol, but I know he don't speak English, so I'd have to have a translator there. But yeah, if I met him, I'd probably I'd be in tears.
Gareth Evans would like to know, what's your favourite cheese?
Cheese. Oh, actually, yeah, halloumi. Nando's halloumi cheese. That's the go-to.
And finally, from Nathan Mayer, do you think Wycombe can stay up?
100%. I've no doubt in my mind that we're going to stay up. There's no worries. I think we go into these 5 games with confidence the way we've been playing, and we're going to look back and think, why was we ever worried? If I'm honest.
Thank you very much, mate.
Oh, lovely.
So that is it for another spectacular, debatably offside edition of Been With The Shot. Thanks so much for giving us a watch. Remember, keep following Wycombe Wanderers across all social media, so then you'll get inside match day, goal cam and little sneak peeks inside the club. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
Beam with a shot!